Saad, particularly when you talk about this Asia Cup, Pakistan's calendar is packed right now. So 22nd, 24th, 26th, they face Afghanistan. On the 30th, the Asia Cup starts. They've got a couple of games, a number of games there, and then they move on to the World Cup. How are you eyeing this World Cup as a practice towards, that you can particularly get from the Asia Cup and this Afghanistan series?
Well, I think particularly how Asia Cup is specifically happening right before it, I think it's a very great challenge that Pakistan should be facing in terms of not just team selection, but also by adapting to the, the conditions of the pitches and everything. And I think that in terms of going towards the World Cup, I think Asia Cup is going to be an eye-opener in terms of every way to really see us, make us believe through the fact that if we should make changes to our team or not. So I think that should be one of the basic things that Pakistan could be.
Are you so far satisfied with the team that has been announced for Afghanistan series in the Asia Cup?
I really think that this is a key moment for us to really find if we could be finding that if it is suitable for us to go into the World Cup with that team or not. And Asia Cup, and with all these, as like you said, how the calendars are intensely packed, I think this could be a key defining moment if the players' staminas are up to the mark, if they could improve their work rates, if they are requiring to be more efficient in terms of performing well. Like the last time, how in the Asia Cup, Naseem Shah, he got tired and he couldn't work up to the work rate according to that. So we could be seeing that from time to time if the players are actually fit or not.
Definitely, that is a particular case. Do you agree that because overall this discussion of our fast bowlers lacking that ability in the death overs has really cost us a couple of tournaments in the recent past as well?
100%. I believe that death overs are kind of really, really crucial. And in terms of, as Brother Asif was saying, that Imad Wasim should be included, particularly in the terms of replacing an all-rounder, let's say Mohammad Nawaz, for example. I think it's always been tradition in terms of Pakistani cricket. Let's before really kick them out of the team, they tend to give them one final chance to make a comeback. And that's like the final nail in the coffin. If they go well through with it, they go well through with it. Otherwise, the next option is due. Imad Wasim has been taking his chances, but let's say in this recent PSL tournament, he made a comeback. He did come back to the international team once again, but obviously wasn't up to the mark. So it's possibly this Asia Cup is just vetting and preparation for, in my mind, is specifically PCB's targeting for the World Cup. And I see it how it is. I really believe if Mohammad Nawaz really performs well, I think we'd probably be seeing both of them going into the World Cup squad.
Well, that's a very interesting call. Saad is something that we've seen in recent history for Pakistan cricket. Babar Azam as a skipper really believes in that ideology as well. Let's be honest, as a strong skipper is what you need, and somebody who's in current form right now, the best in the world, is something that will boost your chances in the World Cup. But do you also believe that certain individuals, need some sort of role defining as far as their places in the side are concerned?
I think most definitely. I think Baba is one of the best captains we've ever seen in this side of Pakistan. And performing-wise, I think ODI, it's his best ability to be performing towards the batting side in ODIs. And given the fact that we have a good team support, that we have a really good atmosphere, and the team culture has improved over the period of time, it is something that is far more stretchable to understand and fathom that what Babar has done with the team. And yes, I think that is his main key defining moment, is to actually make the culture of the team better, and for the team players to perform better according to their preferences and according to their abilities. And this is what Babar has been doing, and not only with this performance, but also by actually improving the performance of the other team players.
So almost a trickle-down effect that we see.
I think definitely, and with the help of, let's say, Rizwan, and let's say Shadab Khan and Shaheen Shah Afridi, every player in the team has been captaining their side during the PSL tournament, and see how they all well congruently actually perform when they're playing for Pakistan. So I think it's one of the most key defining moment is that how Baba has really made all those team captains for their main specific teams actually congruently run between and our own.
Well, Asif, out of all of these players, and as Saad mentioned as well, that role defining is very, very important. Saad, every time it's a World Cup year, we become the most uncertain cricket board around the world. And that happens despite the fact that the team is doing brilliantly. I mean, a cricket committee right when the team is doing great in test matches, great in one internationals and great in T20s?
Yeah, I think it's something to really focus on about. I think over the past few years, Pakistan has been tremendously been working on this one cricket-specific team that we have come up with. And making these sort of, half-hearted decisions are actually kind of really kind of tells about what the chief selectors are really going through. And to be very fair, I think, like I already said, that this Asia Cup is going to be a key defining moment for what the chief selectors has done. And if not for better, probably for worse, we'd probably have an eye-opener.
Regardless of what the situation has been now, finally we've got regular international cricket. Even though there are only 4 matches of the Asia Cup, it's going to be a great time if you're a very true cricket fan in Pakistan.
Goosebumpy, that's how I would put it. I think since 2009, if someone was to tell me at that time, hey, 2023 is when Pakistan is going to host its all-awaited, a major tournament, I would probably be like, hey, wake me up when September ends. Right?
When September ends.
Right? So, I mean, I think
then you would be late.
Well, just to put the context of the song, wake me up when August ends, or probably when, this all time ends. And I think for a true cricket fan to see this happening in Pakistan, I mean, internationally, seeing this, going through a big rampage and Pakistan kind of coming back to it, and see even eventually we're still getting the Asia Cup get done one way or the other. So hats off to the authorities, hats off to everyone who made this